Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
This way you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display.
with this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told them wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out,
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
We play to win. Let's go!
Watch the pass.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Who's that? Hurry! Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down now, it's Bush trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's now 3rd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bush, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 8. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 38 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Come on, D. Check, check.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Bush. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
49, check 49, check 49. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down now. It's Bush, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, match box.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 73 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Check, 43.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Under 10, 10.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, Haywood.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Bravo.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Escape situation. Let's go. 40 Mike. 40 Mike.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Hey, Delta. Right 21, check right 21. All day, all day. Hey, check right 21, right 21, check right 21. I got it.
4th down, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Toronto.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 96. Hey, tight.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Army. Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner,